Why us? Why the Olszewski-Bogner team? Why should we be the team you root for and that you vote for and you support? And let me just put it to you in a couple questions. If you're looking for a candidate team that is truly going to stand up and fight for your constitutional water rights, your property rights, and fight for your religious liberties, we're the proven team that has done that. If you're looking for a governor, lieutenant governor team that is not afraid to serve in times of hardship, well, Sergeant Bogner and myself, we're a major and a Marine, and we've already proven that we're willing to take up the call and run towards issues that are hard or crises like we see today. You know, and if you're looking for a governor, lieutenant governor that doesn't have to assess the situation and go through one or two legislative sessions before they figure out just exactly what is the ground game here in Helena, Montana, well, we're that team. So we're an all-veteran team that's battle-tested legislators who are ready for the fight. And we do have a fight. So people ask me, they say, Olszewski, hey, Doc, why you? Why should we vote for you? And why are you running? Really, the answer is simply this. Our state agencies, the bureaucracy, our Helena swamp, they don't serve at the pleasure of state senators. What they do is they serve at the pleasure of the governor. And what we've seen in our state that has developed as a culture over the last 16 years is a situation where now our agencies believe that we serve them rather than they serve us. Case in point, the Department of Natural Resources and Conservation, the DNRC, they started off about 2 years ago, and they started sending out letters to ranchers and farmers. And it said this: since you are taking water from your private well on your private property and you're sending it over to state lands where you have a lease to water your cattle, your sheep, your livestock, or to water a crop, we now own half of that water. That your well is half ours. Thank you. Have a nice day. Now, did they get that from a state law? No. Did the governor tell them that they should do that? No. In fact, in 2019, the legislative session a year ago, we as a legislative body with our governor passed a law that prohibited the Department of Natural Resources and Conservation from doing that. And they cannot take a property right of a resident of Montana, an American citizen, without due process. And what they did is they found a retired DNRC administrator to sue the state on behalf of the DNRC to say that that's unconstitutional. You know, that's outrageous. In fact, the audacity of a bureaucracy, really a swamp that decided that they don't need to follow the law. They don't need to serve at the pleasure of the governor. So it's time to change. We can also talk about this with our, the Department of Public Health and Human Services or the Department of Revenue. We have examples that will fit every one of those agencies. But the truth is it's time that we actually have a governor that not only is supposed to work as an equal partner, equal, one-to-one with our legislative body to create good laws to serve our state and to repeal lousy laws or ones that are no longer necessary to serve our state. But we need a governor that will actually do what he's supposed to do, and that is actively manage our agencies. And for too long, the agencies have been allowed to do what they want. As long as they didn't cause waves, didn't create a situation that would embarrass Governor Bullock or Governor Schweitzer. And the truth is that's not the number one priority. The number one priority of public servants is to serve you, Montana. We need to make sure that our state public servants truly serve and that they follow our U.S. Constitution, our Montana Constitution, and our laws. For Ken and I, our goal is to work and use your horsepower, because if we serve at the consent and the will of the people, then our full faith and allegiance is to you and never to any special interest in Helena or DC. Now that's a powerful position to govern from. So my ask for you tonight is, will you be our horsepower? Will you? Please.